Hey! Hi guys, Cheryl here, Cheryl Crochet, and welcome to another delicious food episode of my channel, where today I am going to bake a delicious cake. Who doesn't love chocolate cake? Now this cake is a very adult cake, not kid-friendly at all, so don't bring it to your 11-year-old's birthday party because that's not gonna go over well. This is a chocolate Bourbon Bundt cake. It is full of bourbon and coffee, and it is just amazing and delicious, and you will just absolutely love to put this together for a nice adult party with a little glass of deep red wine would go great with this. Maybe some strawberries or raspberries. That sounds delicious. So I'm gonna put this together and you guys are gonna grab your ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna start by putting our flour in a bowl, and we're going to add our baking soda and salt to that. And we're going to stir this around just to incorporate it. We'll be setting this aside to use later. And we're going to get a 10-inch Bundt pan. We're going to prepare our 10-inch Bundt pan by buttering it and flouring it. I have some butter-flavored shortening that I like to use. Got to get it into all those crevices of this pan. And you're going to use the cocoa powder to dust this pan with, because this is a very dark, rich chocolate cake, and the cocoa powder will make for a much better presentation. And there we have that. We can set that aside. In a saucepan, you are going to add butter, and we're going to get that melting. To the butter, we're going to add the coffee. Dump that right on top of there. A nice, strong, rich, dark brewed coffee would be best. And this is some water. You'll need some warm water to go in with that too. And then for the final ingredient, your bourbon. Good quality bourbon should go into this recipe. And our cocoa powder also goes in there, and all of that is going to get mixed together until it is nice and melted and just looks amazing. Do this on low so you don't boil it or burn it. You wouldn't want any of that. It will be not a delicious treat. And just continue stirring until you do not see any more butter flakes floating. And when that's finished, you can add your sugar. This is a lot of sugar. I did not say this was low fat or low calories. And stir that in there to dissolve. And make sure there are no more pieces. It is completely liquid. You should now turn off your burner and let this cool slightly. You are going to want to move your batter to a bowl for mixing purposes. And let it cool down to about room temperature. And we're going to move that out of the way so we can prepare our eggs. We've got 2 large-sized chicken eggs in a bowl, which we are going to whisk. And to the whipped eggs, you're going to add your real vanilla. No imitation stuff here. And we're just going to whisk that up. You got to really get this whisked good. You want them nice and frothy. You don't want to see any whites or anything in there, because you're going to mix this slowly to your batter. Be very careful. This batter is very, very liquidy, and it will slosh all over, and you should probably get a bigger bowl than I've got, but this one worked. And now to this, we will add our flour mixture, and just gently put that right on top, and you're just going to continue to mix and mix until you don't see any large clumps of flour any longer. A few little ones in your batter are fine. They will bake out, but you want them very small. And now it is time to get that Bundt pan that you so lovingly buttered and floured, and pour your batter in there. And your batter, it is still very runny, but oh, so delicious. This goes off to the oven for about an hour. And look at how gorgeous that has come out of the oven. Just fantastic. Now it is cool, and you'll notice that it has shrunk a little and it has come away from the edges. So when that happens, you know you can get it out of the pan. Definitely go around the edges with something like a butter knife or this pastry knife that I have. And we will invert that onto a plate very carefully. Don't let it slide. And now the best way to do this is one great big bump, and out it comes. Oh, so delicious. Amazing. And now the only thing this cake needs is a little bit of powdered sugar, just spread right on top. It'll be amazing. Trust me, it doesn't need frosting. This cake just looks yummy and amazing. And take a look at this sliced up piece. Sure, it's large, but you might as well go big when it comes to chocolate bourbon cake. How fabulous is that? Absolutely incredible.
Can you believe that cake? I mean, really. I can't even describe to you how delicious and fantastic this cake is. I love chocolate cake. You love chocolate cake. I love chocolate cake. Especially when it's soaked in bourbon and coffee. It is just so moist and delicious. And it just melts in your mouth. And the amount of bourbon that I put in it really isn't that much to where it's like gonna taste mostly like alcohol. It doesn't. It just has that flavor of the bourbon, and the coffee mixes with the chocolate so perfectly that it just tastes amazing, and you are going to love this. Please give this recipe a try. If you don't ever try any of my recipes, give this one a try because it is fantastic. I'm going to put all the ingredients down below, and you can like this channel if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, peace out.